What's going on, everyone? Steve here at the DJLab in downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And this is going to be a fun little stream. It's not going to be a super long stream, so hopefully some people show up. I'm not doing another 3-hour stream. I've now done like 8 hours of streaming between 2 live streams. 5.5 hours one day, 3.5 another. Actually, that's more like 9. I've done so many streams on the XDJ-AZ trying to determine what's wrong. What is wrong with the XDJ-AZ that I have here? And been troubleshooting for days and not sleeping properly because I keep thinking about this thing, how I spent so much money on something that I was hoping was going to be so much fun, and I haven't had fun yet. Now, I do got to admit, I do like to troubleshoot things. It's kind of, it's interesting. And I get to talk to some people and, we're figuring things out. So let me give you an update as of right now. As of right now, it looks like I'm probably going to have to exchange the unit, because there's some weird things that no one can really figure out. But strangely enough, what I've been doing lately right now is there's 2 USB ports. We think maybe it might be a USB port power kind of situation, because what tipped me off to this one is I plugged in, and if anyone has an AZ, maybe you can try this too. I plugged in my LED little light thing. It's a little foldable light. Doesn't take a lot of juice. I plugged it into the port, and instantly I was able to recreate my crash by plugging that into the port. So it shouldn't do that, but maybe it can't handle that, right? Maybe the power is just a little too much for that. And so every time I have a stick plugged in, didn't matter if it was a shitty stick or even the new stick that PJ sent me. Every time that happened, it was always in USB 1 and the stick was crashed. When I run my XDJ-AZ through Rekordbox Link mode and there's no USB stick involved, it seemed okay. When I have power management turned on, it's supposed to put it to sleep after 20 minutes, and I've seen it go to sleep and not wake up without a stick in it. So there's some strange things, but like right now, strangely enough, I've been running the stick on the drive to the right. So you got 2 USB slots. So I've been using the right one with the new stick, running firmware that was sent to me. It's a beta firmware, which maybe I should be talking about at this point. I don't know. Anyways, and so far, I've been running a loop and doing some stuff, and it seems okay at the moment, but ultimately, I'm probably going to have to, I don't know how this is going to work. I'm hoping the Canadian distributor happens to have some in stock, which they might not for a while, because I've heard different stories. And I'm going to have to see about exchanging it and see what's going on. So the real question is, should you buy one? Well, maybe there's a small batch of them that aren't good, because I'm not the only one that's having issues. But then there's also other people that can't recreate the issues. So that tells me it's not all of them, it's some of them. It might be a very few of them that are just, who knows? We don't know, they don't know, and they're going to find out when they capture them to see what's going on, right? So it's new. I'm still going to recommend to people, if you buy one, all you gotta do, you make sure you buy one from a big store, a big online guy, someone that's reputable, and not a little mom and pop store like I did, because here's the problem with me. If I just return this and say, give me my money back, that little mom and pop store here in Canada, the distributor, and I don't know if this is how this is everywhere, but when they buy something and they return it, even if it's broken, they will only get credit. And the guy doesn't, this little mom and pop store, played a record, by the way, they don't buy a lot of gear, so that's a lot of money to have tied up just waiting around, you know what I mean? Because it's on the guy's credit card, right? So ultimately, something will get figured out. Something will get figured out. Yeah. Who knows? It's and what's interesting about this whole situation is I still really like the unit. It's got some bugs at the moment, and I guess that's just part of being a digital DJ. Shit's gonna have bugs sometimes, and you either return it, get your money back, you exchange it, get something new, you stick it out, try to figure it out. I don't know. I don't know. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, the big update is just the fact that, you know, it still has issues. And it's fucking random. I've heard some people that can't run this thing for more than 10 minutes without it fucking up. Me, I can run it for a day almost. And then all of a sudden I think it's good, and then maybe it's not. Right now, it's behaving itself. I've got a good USB stick in it. It's linked over to Rekordbox Link on top of that as well too. I got two things running on a loop right now, and we're okay. And the only difference right now is I'm using actually the other USB slot. So I don't know if it's just maybe one of the USB slots is a little fucking janky, and that's what's causing the weird power drops and for things to freeze up. It's the only thing I haven't tested. Let me hop into the chat here and see what's going on with everybody.
And with a Google guarantee.
Yeah, this nice hat, by the way, this was courtesy of the Canadian distributor when my CDJ-3000 was fucked out of the box. Right? Strangely enough, here we go again. I bought two brand new CDJ-3000s, and the one was fucked out of the box. Like, the platter was fucked. Like, unusable. And I told them what was going on with it. I knew it. I talked to guys at AlphaTheta, Pioneer DJ. They knew what was wrong with it. Told the guys in the repair. They got it. Sent it back and said everything was good. And they didn't do a fucking thing to it because they didn't understand what the problem was in the first place. So, because I had to send it in a fucking second time and they did a rush repair, what they did for me, which was very kind, in the box came this hat, a Pioneer DJ toque, and a little USB CDJ-3000 keychain fucking thing. Hardly worth my trouble, but it was all cool. Okay, DJ Gamble, do you think Alpha Pioneer have done enough for you at the moment with the issues I'm having? I gotta say, yes and no. I'll tell you the yes part. If I was anyone else, if you had a problem with this thing, the regular customer would have gone back to the store, said, I got a problem, maybe got an exchange. If they had one in stock, got their money back and call it a day. Or you would call into Pioneer DJ / AlphaTheta and, you would go online. I don't even know how you would do it, to be honest. And, you do a ticket and you fill out a report and blah, 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 blah. And, go back and forth with someone online. And at some point, they're going to say, maybe we want it back. You should exchange it. We're going to do something. So that's the normal procedure. For me personally, shout out to PJ. PJ, if you don't know who PJ is, he is a contracted product demonstrator for AlphaTheta, Pioneer DJ. He had a little channel, was doing he's DMC guy, doing crazy scratch tricks and stuff and really showing off like the SB3, I think it was, he said. And he caught their attention and they hired the guy. And, he's super knowledgeable. He has gone above and beyond and talking to me and us troubleshooting. And even when there was a suggestion of maybe I need a faster USB stick, and I was like, I don't want to pay more money to buy a stick. I don't really need another stick. And he was kind enough to say, you know what, you buy it and we'll reimburse you. So, and they did, sent the money to my PayPal. So that was pretty goddamn cool. So, I've spent countless hours, as you've probably seen through the streams, trying to figure out what's going on with this thing. PJ spent countless hours concerned. The Flex 2 came out. The guy's making content for AlphaTheta on that. He was making content for his own channel. And Halloween's coming, and he's got his lightsaber culture channel. And every Halloween, this guy goes full out and does a whole big deal where he gives out the kids lightsabers, these cool lightsabers to the kids, and sets up his DJ equipment in the garage. You get the house like all done up, lit up and shit. So consider the time of the year. This guy's taking the time to come on the channel. He's been on the live streams. And so, yes, PJ has gone above and beyond for me. What continues on from this point on, once I send it in, we try to figure out the exchange and try to figure things out. I don't know if like what's enough. What do you consider enough? What are they going to do for me, right? Because I'm in Canada, their hands are a little bit tied. I'm dealing with a distributor. They have no control over that distributor. The distributor buys the product, they've got it, it's theirs. They can't tell them what to do. They can't say anything to them. There's really no connection at that point. So I do know that behind the scenes outside of PJ, there's a whole bunch of people that have been working on my issue, and engineers, things being reported to them, and all kinds of shit's happening in the background. And as well with the other people that are out there having issues, they've got people working with them. So I feel that AlphaTheta as a whole is probably doing as much as they possibly can. I'm sure they were not expecting this kind of situation to happen. This is something that's not the usual on one of their product releases, as far as I know. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, this is Sony A7 IV, and I'm using this. I have a Shure M7V, and I just happened to buy this microphone like cheap the other day at a secondhand store. It's like, and I was surprised. So they wanted $70 for the mic. It's worth like $150 on sale, and they had it on sale for half price. So I got it for $35. Josh, you're the fucking real MVP there, man. Because you see, I totally appreciate when people are looking out like this, and they know I'm putting the work in, man. I'm trying to, stay calm. I'm not trying to, I'll just tell it to you straight. I went from being disappointed and frustrated, now I'm on the verge of getting a little bit pissed off because I'm tired. You know what I mean? I'm not angry at any particular person. I'm just overall kind of pissed off. It's my bad luck. And like I said, I would rather, honestly, because I do know a few people and I can talk to them and shit, I'd rather I open up this channel to help people and to help DJs and people make decisions and troubleshoot and stuff, tips and tricks, whatever, shoot the shit, have a laugh. And I'd rather me be the poor asshole who got the lemon than the guy who bought the goddamn thing who's about to go out and do somebody's wedding, or, you know, they're making money and their reputation's on the line. So, sucks for me. I don't like the situation, but I'm happy that it's me and not one of my friends that's out there. Or, you know, when I say my friends, I mean everyone on my channel. You guys, I all consider kind of friends. This is a pretty small channel, little community. I don't want it to be one of you guys that you're relying on this to make your money. And it's just a big lesson learned. Sometimes don't be the first guy to go buy shit. And if you're going to be the first guy to go buy this stuff, make sure you really test it out thoroughly, just like I've been doing. Use your old system. Don't sell your old system yet until you're very secure that you know everything's cool. And as always, doesn't matter what you're using, a standalone unit, your laptop, whatever. If you better to be overly prepared when you're DJing someone's party, their wedding, corporate event, birthday party, at the bar. It doesn't really matter. Have some form of backup, something. Even if it's as simple as, you know, you can buy for like $30 off Amazon, you can buy a Bluetooth receiver that you can like plug into the mixing board at the bar someplace or some shit. Plug it in and Bluetooth your phone with a mix. Fucking have some backup system. And even to the point, you can buy small little mixing boards. Let's say you're a wedding DJ and people will buy a little separate mixing board with a couple mic inputs. Maybe run your whole system into that. And some have the little auxiliary, right? Where you can put the Bluetooth in, or you got a phone that still has a headphone jack. Have some form of system that if your entire deck, standalone or controller, whatever, was to just die, you still have that mixing board separate from everything with your auxiliary plug that you could keep on going. That's probably the safest advice I could give to anybody if you're out DJing, making money, doing it for people. Because, fuck, computer could crash on you. Your system you've been using for the last 10 years could just fry one day. You know, electronics just sometimes fuck up. Nothing lasts forever. Well, yeah, not too much anyways. Technique 1200, hey, they can fuck up. If it wasn't for, don't think those Technique guys, repair guys aren't making money, right? They repair these things. And Mark Ansel, 3K, well, in Canada it was more, for a unit that has faults is not a good look. And, you know, you gotta agree. I'm pinning this PayPal, by the way, for anyone who wants to help out. You know, put a smile on my face and shoot a couple bucks my way. Because I'm pretty fucking in the dumps about this. It's not a good look. They know it's not a good look. And, The only people that really have a right to say shit are the people who put their money out. If you put your money out, I'm not going to tell you what emotions you should have and how to express them. That's your business, man. I'm not getting into it. I can just tell you, as I'm getting older, maybe I got a little bit more wisdom. Maybe you get to the point where you're so old and you're tired and you got so many other fucking issues going on that you just don't give a fuck. Like, honestly, there's a part of me that's like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I've been through so much shit in my life. Is this is all the equipment I have here, buying a expensive all-in-one unit and being one of the first guys in Canada to have it, and it having bugs. Is that really the worst fucking thing that's ever happened in my life? Not really. Is it worth making a big stink about it? You know, I talked to a couple of my friends and they know who they are, and I'm talking to them on the phone and I'm kind of venting a little bit like, fuck. So I might vent a little bit to a couple people, but overall, to the world, I don't want to vent. I don't want to talk shit about the company because I got a lot of their product. I like their stuff. I like the Den and DJ stuff as well too. You know, I'm the first guy. I really would love to see some sort of peace between these two companies. They both have great products. Each one has a strength. Each one has a weakness. Each one has a purpose. One, XDJ-XZ, is for club type people, I think, personally. I don't think it's a corporate wedding type system because of the lack of beat port. Sorry, well, we got beat port, but the beat source, the title, you know, that kind of stuff, right? But just because I like streaming shit, truth is, maybe you got a whole hard drive full of music and it doesn't matter, so then that's okay. The effects are cool. I like the jog wheels. I haven't even plugged a microphone in to play around with the microphone yet. Most important, that I can plug USB-C into this and I can hook it up to OBS and I can live stream and shit. That's very handy as well. What do we got talking on here? Lawson, what's going on? God knows how many people sold their XZs to buy an AZ. AlphaTheta has to fix this fast, especially with the new branding. Thousands of DJs without backup systems are going to be affected. Well, the thousands of DJs, we don't know that. Literally, think about this for a second. I don't know how many they produced. Let's say just for, I don't know. I don't know anything. But let's just say the first run was worldwide. Let's say 10,000 units were produced as the first batch. Right now, I personally just, and through some friends and some Facebook groups, I think I know of maybe like 5 or 6 that are fucked up. So I don't know if it's going to be thousands of DJs affected. We're not going to know until the orders come out. And as the orders come through, maybe it was a small batch. Maybe this fucking thing got bumped along the way. Because, you know, let me tell you that the courier companies here in Canada, they don't exactly put the shit on a feather pillow and bring it to you. They kind of like kick it along the road. So it could be anything. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Don't know. And trips, I will stick to my Prime 4 Mark 1. You know what? That's a solid system. And if your system works for you, by all fucking means, like I would never tell someone to buy some new shit. Don't bother. If you got good DJ equipment and you're comfortable with it and it's working for you, great. Some people, sometimes, you know, you just get a little bit bored and you want just something new because you just want to try some new shit. You want a couple new effects. You want to change it up a little bit. Then fucking sure, you know. But, and never, ever, 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 ever sell your old shit to buy your new shit. That's just a bad idea. Buy the new shit first, even if you got to put it on credit or finance it or something, you know, even if you got to borrow the money off someone, do that first. If you're just a hobby guy and you're just fucking around at home, then sure, roll the dice, fucking sell the old one, buy the new one. And if it's fucked up and shit, guess what? They're going to take care of you at some point. It might not be tomorrow. It might not be in a week. Think about it. What could have happened? When I ordered this thing, let me tell you, I sure in the fuck wasn't expecting to get this thing before my birthday, which is December 7th, by the way, for anyone who wants to, like, you know, extra birthday cash my way. I sure the fuck wasn't expecting it before my birthday. I thought here in Canada, we get less than anyone else because the smaller kind of fucking, you know, we're smaller. And I was shocked. So then I heard November 1st. So I'm like, oh, fuck, that's quick. And then I get the call like, oh, it's already here. And it's like, fuck, I got this like last Friday I picked it up. So what's worse for me? I got it last Friday, it's got bugs, or I would have got it January and it was cool. You know what I mean? It could have been like that. It could have been, my V10, I waited like 8 months. My CDJ-3000s, I waited like a year. So I guess better that I got it soon. I got an opportunity to do some videos on the thing and test it out and see that there is some bugs and be part of the process of helping the engineers, give them some feedback of what's going on, and maybe I've made a little bit of a difference, me and the other people giving the feedback. Or I could have been sitting here twiddling my thumbs, talking about fucking, you know, playing Call of Duty 6 and begging someone to let me know about the fucking AZ because it's so backordered. You know what I mean? Pew pew! What's going on, Pew Pew Pizza? LB, hi. Is there any issues with the AZ aside the freeze-ups? I wouldn't call there as issues, but, you know, I will point out some of the things that you might not know. For instance, if you want to use CDJ-3000s with this thing, when you go into Pro Link mode, the Pro DJ Link, you have to, it's taken up 3 and 4. You can't hook up one CDJ-3000 and still have dual layer on the other side, right? So that's something to consider. And I don't think anyone's going to hook up one CDJ-3000, but if you did, you would have 3 decks, but you wouldn't have 4 decks and one be dual layer. When you hook up ProLink with the Ethernet cable, you no longer have access to Wi-Fi, which means you can't do beatport. The only way you would be doing beatport is you would have to use a hub, go Ethernet from the player, from your CDJ to your Ethernet hub, which is obviously hooked up to your internet, and then an Ethernet cable over to that hub. You wouldn't be able to just plug your CDJ and link it over to it and do the Wi-Fi. Because something about the fact that Pro DJ Link and Wi-Fi work under the same sort of protocols or something. I don't know all the techie shit, but it's something along those lines. Can you use stems? The only way that you can use stems is if you use, we got support for Shoutout coming in December. Rekordbox. Now, when I hooked up Rekordbox, I didn't really notice the pad mode to do stems. And I got to be honest, I'm not super familiar with all the shit of the new Rekordbox and stems and controllers because I haven't gone down that road. So I imagine there probably is a way to control stems in Rekordbox as a performance mode, but as a standalone player, there is no stems, and you can be damn sure it will never get stems on it as a standalone unit. The only way that could even be possible for this system, and I don't even know if it could do it, but likely I would think if you were to do stems separately, if you had another program, something else did the stems, prepared them, and then you moved it onto the unit, maybe there's some workaround. But this thing, It has one chip out of a CDJ-3000 that's running 4 decks. So there's not a lot of extra horsepower on that chip to do much more than what it's doing right now. And to be honest, I think the whole stem thing, it's fun, it's cool. I like DJ Pro for stems, personally. I think that's the way to go. And the new Flex 2 that they just released today will unlock DJ Pro. I'm getting a Flex 2 sent to me, by the way, from AlphaTheta to do a little review. And I'm looking forward to that because I really like doing DJ Pro. I'd like it on my iPad, and I think my iPad and this thing here is going to be a really cool little setup. Sometimes, you know, taking a simple setup, you know, I like touchscreen things and a little bit of the new, a little bit of the old type situation. We'll see. It might be super cool, or it might be like, eh. Who knows? So, hey, we got a few people kicking around in here. I'm glad to see that the stream, without doing portrait mode, I'm able to get a few people rolling. That's nice. Get a good chance to use this Sony a7 IV and doesn't feel like it's sitting in the corner collecting dust. I spent $3 grand on the goddamn camera, not to mention the lenses. This is a Samyang. It's not, I bought this lens used. It's a 35 millimeter. I didn't, a 1.8. I didn't think I was actually going to use it for these things. I thought I was going to use my 24 to 70 Sigma, which was really nice looking, super fast focus. I could zoom, you know, I could put things right up to the camera, and I traded that lens for the telephoto 200 to 600, so I could take pictures of the moon. Pre-Young Joni, hey buddy, he's at the gym listening while on the elliptical. You know what? I have a gym membership. I went one goddamn time, and I used a hydro massage table. I used a massage chair. I think I used a hydro massage table twice, and the chair. I didn't go in the red light therapy thing or the sun tanning, and I went on the treadmill for approximately 2 minutes and the elliptical for about 1 minute, and that was it. And so I should be going back. It's a 24-hour place. My girlfriend were like, yeah, but we had weddings to do, and there's just, I don't know. I don't think I have the willpower to do a gym. I need to, though, desperately. Desperately. So I don't know how PJ has the time. Guy's got dedication, man. Helping my ass out with all of this bullshit. Preparing for Halloween. Making videos for multiple channels, by the way. Dealing with meetings. Dealing with engineers. Like, just guys, like, non-stop. And now you're at the gym. Fuck. You make me feel like the laziest person on the planet. I need to figure out how to run DJ Pro on it. I can pray to God. The one thing I'm wondering, see, DJ Pro works with the CDJ-3000s, right? Now with the Flex 2, opening up DJ Pro, I do believe, obviously, there is a relationship between these two companies. And if I could see DJ Pro work with this unit, and I could just hook up my Mac Mini, have it boot right in to the whole thing, that would be fantastic, man. That would be the dream, because I really, really like DJ Pro. The big question is, will you replace your Pioneer DJ hat with an AlphaTheta one? Well, the only people that I know that could ever help me out with that situation, because PJ's just listening, he doesn't realize I've got the Pioneer DJ hat on right now, is if someone was to send me an AlphaTheta hat, I would wear it. I'm one of, like, the small percentage of people online, I think, that I actually like the name AlphaTheta better than Pioneer DJ, because when I think about Pioneer, part of me thinks about the old stereo receivers and all that shit. And then another part of me thinks about Cowboys and Indians and the Pioneer days and Little House on the Prairie and fucking, you know, Horse and Carriage and shit like that. So I'm not really, I don't give a shit what they call it, to be honest, as long as it works. At the end of the day, you can call it whatever you want. As long as it works, I don't really give a shit. Doesn't matter. I think the logo is kind of cool. Whoever came up with the logo, like, you know, that was interesting. I don't really understand the logo, mind you, but I like it. I guess it's supposed to be an A and a T. I don't know. Is it like two friends holding hands? I don't know. But yeah, somebody wants to send me an AlphaTheta hat, I'll wear it. Give me an AlphaTheta shirt too. And, you know, the pioneer of the industry. You know, if you were to do a little bit of history, they were the pioneers in some aspects. I think probably the biggest breakthrough when it comes to digital DJing. When I say digital, like using CDs as an example, right? And it all came, PJ can correct me if I'm wrong, but it probably came from I think someone told me this story, that in the car audio stuff, right? You remember CDs and car audio, and there was, like, you know, the 20-second skip feature. So meaning you could drive over bumps and shit, and at least for 20 seconds it would buffer in, and the better your CD deck was in your car, the more of that buffer that you had. So it would never skip. And I had a really nice Alpine unit. I think I had a Pioneer head unit at one time, and then I had a Sony ESS. The fucking ESS Sony wasn't like the regular Sony. This was high-end, man. That had some really long buffer. But because of that whole buffer, that was that led to them being able to do scratching with a CDJ, with a CD. So that was pretty innovative, right? Ah, yeah. Oil dampened suspension in the data buffer. See, there we go. LB ordered custom Pioneer DJ stickers for my AZ. You know, that's so funny, because what I was going to do with 12-inch skins, we had a laugh about it. I was actually going to get AlphaTheta skins to put on my CDJ 3000s to rebrand them AlphaTheta. I never did, but I thought about it. And, you know, that brings up a good point. If for some reason you really, you know, you got your AlphaTheta product and you hate the name, and you hate looking at it, guess what? At 12-inch skins, you could get yourself a skin and you could design it, and you could have Pioneer DJ put on your skin. Easy, right? Like, I can tell you, my one beef I have with controllers, as I look over it, this thing, I kind of hate when a unit, this is why I like the Den and DJ stuff, because my Prime 4 Plus doesn't say anything on it about software. Even though it works with Serato, it doesn't say it. And I don't need my controller say Record Box and Serato. I don't need the two names on my stuff. So if I get a skin for this thing, I'll be damn sure to make sure I get a skin that doesn't have the record box throttle thing on it because it's my little quirk. Andy B, in your honest opinion, do you feel like you just got a lemon AZ, or is it more widespread? It's a fucking tough call. I don't know. I have no idea of knowing. Let's just say I would like to believe that I just have shitty luck, because it is a running joke with even within music. They say, you know, like, if you want something to be fucked up, send it over to the DJLab, and chances are it'll fuck up here. And I'm glad it fucks up here. Better to be fucked up here than fucked up on the dance floor, right? I don't know. There's a few people out there. I don't think it's like... let's put it this way. There's enough units that for it to be a concern, but I don't think it's like it's every unit. Because if it was... There's got to be... There can't be just 10 of us on the goddamn around the world that have this thing, you know what I mean? There's got to be way more than that. If it was super widespread issue, you would think there'd be a much bigger deal about it. What up there, Nerd Report? Nerd Report sent me a slice. Yep, that'll buy a slice. I'll buy like 2 slices, buddy. Thanks. I appreciate it, man. It's always nice to see people shoot a couple bucks my way. And Lawson Barnett, by the way, PJ, he's been super helpful. He knows, like, you know, he's been on this ride since the beginning. So this is going to be funny, PJ. Either PJ's here out of concern, or PJ's here to make sure I don't lose my fucking mind. to keep me from, you know, getting too upset. That's a joke. I'm not gonna trash the product. I'm not gonna trash it, but you know, and you know, it's no secret that back in the past I was way more vocal and really was a bit more of an asshole. I kind of like to think of it. Remember in wrestling how The Rock was a bit of a heel, Hulk Hogan was a good guy, Hulk Hogan became a heel. If you follow that shit, I was like a little bit of a heel, and I kind of played on that a little bit. I kind of played the bad guy on YouTube, and I was the guy that would talk shit and just didn't give a fuck. And then I found out that, you know what? I didn't like the negative energy, even though it was kind of, you know, I was playing along with the whole role. The channel grew a little better when I just kind of chilled out a little bit more, and I wasn't such an asshole. I'm still maybe a little bit of one, but I'm honest about stuff. And I'm emotionally mature enough to look at this entire situation. And because of my channel and talking to you guys, you know, it does give me the opportunity to kind of release it a little bit. And I'm not getting too upset. There's a couple of friends that I talk to on the phone that they might tell you differently. You know, when the camera's off, you might hear me swear a little bit more about the situation. No, I've talked to PJ. PJ knows my frustration. Like he gets it. Everyone's been very empathetic about my my concerns. Nerd Report, thanks for the shoutout link there. Yeah, LB, you're talking about AlphaTheta when you know, we got like one of the brand guys in here. Don't be talking shit about anything. Like, everybody just chill. Don't say anything too rude. No, I'm joking. PJ doesn't give a shit what I would say about this product or anything because he didn't build it. It's not his. He's just a guy working for the company, making his videos. And I still believe if you want to buy a new unit, you want an all-in-one, I would buy one. I did. And if I had to go back in time and remake, knowing what I know right now, and would I still buy it? I still would have bought it because I want to be part of the solution. I want to help and make this product a good product. And if I can give just a little bit of feedback and a little bit of input and do a little bit of troubleshooting on my end, then I'll do it. Because what else am I going to do? Fucking sit here, play Call of Duty. I'm sure not about to like organize my place. God knows it needs it. God knows I wouldn't sit there and make some productive videos because what am I going to do? Oh, you know the trick? Did you see my YouTube short, by the way? If you haven't seen my YouTube short, you need to check out the shorts where I reintroduce a trick that I believe I come up with, by the way. And it was the slip. Well, it was I used to call it like a roll and break because I was doing this stuff on the denim products with the roll, like a slip roll. So they call it slip loop. And it's really, they call it slip loop because it doesn't, you would think a loop would mean that it stays on when actually the slip loop is more like a roll feature. So that's an interesting one right there. But I'm doing the slip roll. You can turn on the vinyl brake. You can adjust your vinyl brake in the screen. There's no knob. It's just a button, which at first I thought that might be an issue, but really that actually kind of makes more sense, to be honest. And I'm going to do this little, you got slip, go on the slip loop and it sounds kind of cool. Hopefully I demonstrated that correctly. If you watch the video, you watch that YouTube short and you hear me go, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Funny shit. LB saw it, yeah. No. Priyoung Joni is a fucking Jedi. Chances are, honestly, the guy is smart enough. He probably could be an engineer. Like, I don't know if I can say this not, PJ, but did they not? You turned down something, right? Are you allowed to talk about that? Can you talk about what you turned down? Because, yeah, when I think about PJ, I don't think of just like, some product demonstrator guy, because that just is a good he's a great DJ. He can do some serious tricks. Like, I mean, skill level is fucking beyond me. But he's a good people person, you know what I mean? He's good at dealing with people. And the guy knows his shit. Like, technically, he knows a lot of stuff. Much smarter than I could ever be. Out of the two of us, I'm definitely way more sarcastic. I'm sure of that. I probably beat him when it comes to sarcasm and being a bit of an asshole. If I had known PJ was going to be on, I haven't worn that shirt in a while because I'm a little bit fat, to be honest. But the Such a great story. I gotta tell it again for anyone who doesn't know. PJ did this video because he's Star Wars guy, right? And he took the fucking the phase DJ pieces, he attached them to his lightsaber, and he did this whole lightsaber scratch mix routine with these things, and it was fucking, as I talk about it, no joke, you can't even tell on camera, that makes my, it gives me the feels. My arms are like, the hairs stand up on my arms because it was that fucking cool. I'm such a nerdy techie guy, and when I saw that, I'm like, holy fuck, this is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen a DJ do ever in my life. Super nerd, right? And then this Instagram fucking channel, I don't remember who these stupid clowns were, some museum, DJ museum bullshit. They post this, they repost this shit on their Instagram, and they have a title that says, DJs don't do this. Like basically telling DJs not to do this because they thought it was fucking ridiculous. And you know what he does? He turns around and he makes goddamn merchandise and makes t-shirts that say DJs don't do this with a lightsaber. I think he had two versions because lightsaber culture channel. And that was the whole point, that you're right. DJs don't do this because DJs are fucking boring. DJs do the very bare minimum. They mix A to B. And this guy, he's not a DJ. He's a fucking Jedi. You know what I mean? Like, DJs don't do this. That's such a great thing. Turned it right around on them. So good. Best shit I ever saw. Anyone else would have had a hissy fit. Not this guy, man. Like a fucking true Jedi master, you know, just took the opportunity and turned it around and made it a positive. And they thought that they were going to post this shit and have a bunch of support. And the truth was, there was way more comments in there saying how cool it was and supporting him than there was people saying anything bad, because look this shit up. I don't even know if I don't have the link. I'd post that link in a heartbeat. Sarcasm, your wife would disagree. That's funny. Dude, I can't wait to see your wedding video. Seriously. You guys have never seen nothing like this, man. Star Wars themed wedding with like actual lightsabers. Like we're talking like some high quality, not some toy bullshit. Because you got to check out his channel, Lightsaber Culture. By the way, to check out some of these things. The guy gets like custom ring made for his wife. He gets a custom lightsaber made, puts the ring in the hilt, proposes to her in front of the fucking Millennium Falcon. I mean, who does this? Never mind, DJs don't do this. Who does that? Because they're both Star Wars nerds. I mean, everything this guy does when it comes to Star Wars, it blows my mind. Fuck. Oh, so it was Professor BX that said, "Hey, tape that bitch to a lightsaber and let's see what you can do." I honestly don't know why that video isn't right on the front page of FaZe DJ's channel. I mean, it's the best use of FaZe. I've seen FaZe on a fan. I've seen FaZe on like a stack of writable DVD things. I wanted to actually get two Fisher Price little turntables and put FaZe on there, but I don't think they would work. I don't think they have enough rotation. They're quick enough. And every time I find one at a Value Village or something, it doesn't wind up. It's fucking broken. So I don't think that would. And it doesn't seem like there'd be a good spot to put it. Low Moral Fiber, what's going on, buddy? I don't know if I had a great day. You know what was good? Oh yeah, FaZe did repost it. They should have just left it up though. I had a pretty good day. I had you know, a few good donations earlier in the live stream that made, you know, I'm burning my day. Honest to God, you know what I want to do? I want to just get off the camera. I want to go sit down, play some Call of Duty 6. That's really fucking cool. I'm not very good at it. I get killed like every fucking 5 seconds. But, yeah. Or go play some Fortnite where at least I know I can win a couple rounds. And guess what, PJ? I gotta tell you, just so you know, right now, for some strange reason, I am got the stick in the other drive, like in the right side. I'm playing two tracks in a loop right now off of that drive. Link is still engaged, by the way. Like, I am still linked over to the laptop, but I am playing off of the drive. And it's working. It's been working for like... Shit. What time is it? Holy fuck, 10 o'clock already. This has got to be working for at least 3 hours right now, like this. So, I don't know. You know, maybe when the AZ here heard that it was going to maybe have to leave the DJLab to be returned, maybe it got scared and decided to, like, you know, let's straighten ourselves out. Maybe the gremlin that was in it decided to fuck off. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, PJ, catch you later, buddy. Thanks for all the help, man. I appreciate you helping me out with that USB stick as well, too. It's a nice, fast stick. It really makes a difference. And I got to tell you guys, anyone who uses CDJs and you're using USB sticks, seriously, do yourself a favor and get yourself a SanDisk, man. The 3.2, transferring shit on Rekordbox, number one, was very fucking quick. I was shocked. I thought I had some fast sticks and my SSD drive was quick. This fucking stick is very fast. And using it on a CDJ-3000, watching the waveforms coming instantly and shit and moving around, like, it made a difference. It seriously felt like shit's running a little bit smoother and a little faster. And yeah, like, chances are a lot of you guys probably likely have some fucking sticks that are a little old. Maybe they're not the most current technology. And another thing to know that I didn't know this, how many people have their USB stick formatted in FAT32? Because that's the worst fucking format, apparently. The slowest with the least amount of bandwidth that you can actually use. I didn't know this. Either use exFAT or on the Mac, you use the Mac OS Journaled. And if you're on Windows, there's an app for $20 that allows you to, it's like HFS Plus or something, which is, that's what Mac OS Journaled is. And apparently, I've been told that, you know, most of the people within the company at AlphaTheta, that's kind of what they use. They've never come out and officially said, hey, this is the best you can do, but it's what everybody uses. So I did not know that. That's the best advice I can give you. exFAT, Mac OS Journaled. Buy that $20 program if you want to use it on your Windows machine. Because I have Windows and Mac. I can't live with just one or the other. I need to have Windows for my OBS. And I like my Mac. I can't just have one. So, what are we sitting at here? We sitting at 59 minutes? Shit. 59 minutes. It's been another hour, my friends. PJ's rolling. There was a... What do we got here? Let me see who else was kind to me. There we go. There we talking now. Lawson Barnett. Thanks, buddy. Sent a couple bucks my way. Fabio. What's going on, Fabio? Where are you? Who that? Who that? $6. I mean, I'm telling you, it doesn't take a lot to support my channel. Someone sends $2, $3, $4, $5, $6. Fuck, the shit adds up pretty quickly, man. And God knows I need it. Like, I mean, I'm in debt. I went into debt on a line of credit for a unit that's maybe not good. And I'm going to be completely honest. Oh, a little more fiber too. How about that? Cool. What I might do, because I'm fucking crazy like this, see, here's the problem. If I return this unit to play the record, my old boss there gave me a deal, right? And then he stuck with store credit, which, you know, he's stuck with the credit at the place. Maybe he's okay with that. Let's just say he is. And if I have to go to Long McQuaid and buy one, well, then I would finance it through them, which also means I don't get a deal, but I'm getting 7% interest rate versus the 9% on my line of credit. My line of credit doesn't force me to pay any more than the interest, and then I would never pay it off. And with Long McQuaid, I would be forced every month to make a payment, and I would eventually pay it off. So if I don't want to wait for an exchange, because there might not be one to exchange, I'm going to call them up tomorrow and see if they have one. There's the other thing. If they have one, what I'm going to do, regardless, is I think that, hey, they have a return policy. I'm just going to buy the fucking thing. I'll go over, pull up the credit card. I'll buy the damn thing, bring it here and test it and see, because you all want to know, is this just a lemon or is there a bigger issue at hand? And the best way I can think to do it is I'll buy a second one. I'll buy a second one and I'll try it out. Easy, right? Super simple. If I buy a second one randomly like that and it's got issues, well, you know, then we know maybe you want to hold out. Maybe it's not the time to jump and get one. Not to mention our good friend Drew Sim, he gets his tomorrow too. And I'm crossing my fingers for Drew. Everybody have positive thoughts that Drew gets one and does not have my bad luck. If Drew gets one, he's down in the States. If he gets one and it's got issues, well, then I'm going to be a little bit suspect too. I'll be a little bit suspect. Here we go. So Sleeper, or Sleeper, yeah, Sleeper. You're having the same issues. Couple things I'm going to suggest to you if you haven't already tried them. Turn off the power management, turn off that screensaver, and make sure you're using a good USB stick. Make sure it's a quick one. Make sure the format in exFAT or the Mac OS Journal if you're on a Mac. I'm on exFAT right now. And try the other fucking USB. Not the one on the left. Try the one on the right. Right now, at the moment, I seem to be having fairly good luck like that at the moment. It's weird. It's so fucking random. But it'd be pretty helpful. And you know what? Dude, you should reach out to me on Facebook, Steve Stone, or on Instagram, TheDjLab, and message me, and we'll keep in contact and compare notes and shit to see what's going on. Yeah, turn off that screensaver shoot. So technically the screensaver should only kick in 5 minutes after, and if there's like no stick in, there's nothing going. Same with the power management. It's supposed to shut down after 20 minutes. if you look in page 140 of the manual, it'll tell you the conditions of there's no audio input, there's no stick, there's nothing loaded, blah, blah, blah. If you got shit loaded and nothing's playing, after 100 minutes, it's supposed to go into sleep mode. Personally, I don't need sleep mode. I'll turn the fucking thing off when I choose to do so, not when you want me to. So, I don't care if sleep mode works or not. And so far, I gotta say, sleep mode has not worked on my system, so that is suspect of the fact there's something a little bit more wrong with this, perhaps. And what firmware are you running? That's another good question. So, what firmware are you running and what stick? What's the brand of stick? What format? These are all things that everybody needs to know. And Low Moral Farmer says, you know the amount is not much. Let me just tell you. Let's get straight out here. You know, when I tell you guys, you guys don't get it. When I tell people, shit, fucking Mario's in the house too. Mario just sent me 12 bucks. Thanks, dude. So Fabio sent $6. He goes, I know it's not much. Lawson sent like 452 Canadian because of the exchange rates and shit, right? And, you know, don't forget, PayPal takes a little tiny sliver, nothing much, like a buck or something, right? And that's cool, man. I'm telling you, I would rather have 20 of you send me $2 each than one of you send me 20. Or two people send me 20. Let's do the math. Because that means you all give a shit. It's not just a handful of people that care. It's everybody's showing the love. So don't ever apologize for a low amount. It's fucking great. Send $1, you know, and if they take 20 cents and I get 80, I'd rather have 100 of you send me $1 because it's not affecting you that much. It's, you know, nobody's going to lose sleep over $1. Now, $20 is a fucking meal. You know what I mean? Someone might lose sleep over 20. You know, $6, fuck, I can eat on $6. You know what I mean? It's money's money. Money's tight. Money's not a joke. So when people send me money, like, you have no idea how much what it really means. It's not just some financial fucking thing to me. It's like, you know, a motherfucker give me a high five, giving me a fucking hug. It's something. You guys, I suffer, like, you know, I suffer from a little bit of depression at times, and I get pissy, like, fuck, what am I doing here? And then it's, you guys, you do this shit like this, and this is what keeps me going. 13 years later, 13 fucking years on this channel. The last, like, 5 has been, you know, way more than the first, because I didn't start it to do anything, and I saw it was rolling. I'm like, okay, let's roll with it. And God knows fucking YouTube does not pay well. You need to have some serious goddamn views. You need like DJ Carlos kind of viewership in order to make some real money. So when people send a little extra like that, it really helps out. Helps me keep this place rolling. Helps keep me rolling. You know, even when it helps me, it helps my girlfriend, because, you know, I get the extra coin. You know, I get to treat her to a little something once in a while. Because I've said it many times before, I feel like I should sell this equipment sometimes so I can just spend the money on her, because she's like the best. And I can say that she's never going to watch the video. She doesn't give two shits about DJ equipment. When I talk to her about DJ equipment, she smiles and nods and listens, and I know it's like, she doesn't give a fuck. I don't blame her. Only us mental people care about this stupidness. normal people don't care about this shit. They're doing normal adult things. They're not playing around with light up microphones and lights on my walls. Like, this does not look like an adult's apartment at all. This looks just like my room when I was a teenager. Just if I had been a teenager with more access to technology and more money. And it's still, I did make my bed today. I'm in a bachelor place, so it's just like a bigger version of my bedroom. It's like my bedroom if I had a kitchen in it with a hallway and a bathroom. That's what it is. I've never fucking grown up. I'm teenage mentality with old man fucking ailments. And I'm a little bit fatter. I wasn't fat as a teenager. I was actually kind of almost too skinny. Funny, right? Shit. Mario, dude. Dude. I don't get it. Mario sends me like 12.53. Then he turns around and sends me 25.35 Canadian. The fucking the love, dude. That's the fucking love right there. You know, me and Mario, we've talked on the phone. Mario's really fucking cool. And Mario is like, you think I'm a gearaholic. Shit. This dude, not only is he a gearaholic, but he's a really good fucking DJ. I would highly suggest you guys follow this guy and watch his shit because... And fuck me, what's going on here? Mario, I don't have you as a moderator. What the... How is... Look at that shot of my fucking goddamn... I can't believe Mario wasn't a moderator on my channel. Dude, feel free at any point to put a link up to your shit because, you know what? You play some really good music. You got some serious skills. And overall, you're a good guy. Fucking hardworking guy. See, already, you know, I was in a shitty mood, kind of, because of all of this AZ issue, and now I'm in a better mood. Because I got friends. My YouTube friends, I fucking swear to God, my YouTube friends are better than my real life friends. My real life friends are not very supportive of anything I do. My real life friends kind of like eat my time up and give nothing back. They're kind of a little bit needy at times. Where my YouTube friends, you help me out financially, you talk to me, we talk on the phone. My YouTube friends are my good friends. Yeah, you only live once. YOLO, man. So yeah, Mario, pop your link on, man. Everybody just, you know, when you see that link pop up, don't leave. Don't go fucking off right away. Just copy that shit so you can paste it in later somewhere. Put it into another tab or some shit. Same with Lonzo there. Lonzo's another great DJ that you guys should be following and checking out. I swear to God, DJs don't really support each other enough. Everyone's trying to compete. Especially in the city of Toronto. Fuck, don't even get me started, man. Nobody will do anything for you unless they think you can do something for them. It's a bit much. That's why I don't bother. I don't go out. I don't go support anyone's parties. These guys don't support me. Anyone from Toronto, like, There's a few people that they'll call me and I look down at the phone and I fucking know they're not calling saying, how you doing, man? How's it been? I don't hear from them for like years. They're like, hey, man, I got a question for you. If I had $1 for every time someone said, hey, man, I got a question for you, I wouldn't need to be asking you guys for anything. I would have 5 AZs here to test. Is what would be going on around here. Hey, man, can I ask you a question? And you know what? And as much as I want to tell the person to go fuck themselves, like, why are you calling me? You know what I do? I fucking answer their fucking question. I help them out because I can't help myself. It's like a disease. It's a fucking disease. If I see some idiot walking around like, they're looking lost, I'm the stupid guy that'll walk and be like, oh, you need some help? I'm sitting there today downstairs in the fucking mall that's in... there's a mall, hard to explain. My building is on top of this little mall. And there's a little coffee shop, and I'm like eating a fucking sandwich. And I see these 2 Indian girls, very pretty, dressed up, you know, one's in their pink. I don't even know what they call their outfits. You know, the pantsuit, the long thing. I'm dumb, I don't know. And the other one's got a green one. And very pretty, dressed up for, there's obviously some shit going on, some Indian thing happened, I don't know. And one's taking a picture of the other sitting on the bench, and then the other one goes to take her picture. And I think, you know, I take a way better picture than fucking most people. I imagine these 2 would love to have a nice picture of themselves, of the 2 of them sitting there. So I go over and I'm like, hey, you know, those are really, really pretty outfits. Do you want a picture of the 2 of you? Oh, yeah, sure. So I take her phone. I take a nice picture. It's a fucking iPhone. It's, you know, and I know my phone, S24 Ultra, and I got my, you know, I have my Lightroom mobile on there. I got AI tools. I got the shit. I could take a picture and make it into artwork. So I mentioned to her, I'm like, you know, I'm a photographer. You know, and I show her my Instagram. So I do photography. And would you like me to take a picture with my phone? And I'll make it look really cool. And I'll send it to you. Oh, no, that's okay. Because you know what? For some reason, I swear to God, I could be wrong. I feel like a lot of Indian people, like especially like the young students that come over, it's like they don't trust Canadians. Maybe they don't trust an old white guy. You know, women think that I'm going to take their picture and now I got their phone number or some shit. I don't know what people think. But, yeah. Anyways, I'm rolling off the topic here. It's been an hour and 18 minutes. One more thing. People take advantage of me all the time, you know, but the point is I'm fine. I can handle it. You know, I know, like, I'm not a sucker. If someone's taking advantage of me, it's not like I'm blindly lit in the you know, I know. But it's okay. I'm putting the energy into the universe. I do a favor for someone, doesn't matter. I don't need the favor back from them. That favor will come back somehow and around somehow. Listen, my girlfriend's like the fucking best. That favor from the universe has been paid to me, paid forward to me 1,000,000 billion times over just by having her in my life. You know what I mean? So I can do favors all day long and not expect nothing back because the universe has already given me more than I could ever fucking deserve. More than I could ever put out. True story. So Jason, literally sold your less than 1-year-old. No, dude. Aaron, she's not standing here. That's what's, you know, and it's funny. People don't realize. Everyone thinks I'm kind of a bit of a dick and asshole. And I put on that persona, and she often says, you know, I wish everyone would see the side of you that I see. And I'm like, you know, I said, if everyone saw that side, all of a sudden that side of me wouldn't be as special anymore. I will not treat another person on the planet like I treat my girlfriend. Nobody. Like, no one. Like, not even family. You know what I mean? Like, I have a whole different thing. My voice changes. Everything about me is a little bit different around her. And she won't watch this video, so she'll never know I said this shit. So Jason, you're getting your AZ tomorrow. You gotta like make sure you're in the channel and you let us know how how things turned out. I don't know if I would suggest anyone. I don't know what firmware you should use. If you should use the firmware that came with it, because I think, as far as I know, the 1.4 update, 1.40 or 1.04, I can't even keep up with the shit no more. I think they took that down. I'm pretty sure they took it down. I don't believe it's back up because they're not sure what's up. So just cross your fingers, turn off your power management, turn off your screensaver, and see how it goes. Yeah, the AZ right now, and funny enough, Murphy's Law, for the past 4 hours, let's say now, the XDJ-AZ has been running 2 tracks and a loop. I got an XFAT USB stick, 3.2 SanDisk Extreme Pro, in the right hand side, not the left, because the left I think might have been a little wonky perhaps. It's been so in this complete configuration right now with no USB-C plugged in for the computer, and I'm currently Wi-Fi linked over to Rekordbox as well too for in the export mode, and so far it's okay. I'm gonna let it sit like this. And I'm going to leave it on all night. I'll leave it on all night and see. Have I had any issues with the SanDisk Extreme Pro yet? You see... Oh, shit. Just made some noise. Yeah, it did crash on me on the left-hand side. And for what we're thinking, the one thing I know I can do, I can take a USB... Fucking my USB light that's at the side here. So just to give you reference what this is like, I don't know, I bought this fucking thing. Like it's like a selfie light that you can kind of configure into things. And so I plug that in, and as soon as I plug that in, fucking, if everything freezes, screen goes black, the lights are on, and it's frozen. Oh no, lights are on for a minute, and then it goes into like the sleep mode. I forget, either sleep mode or something, but it fucking crashes it right out. So part of the thought process was something to do with the stick and the power going to the USB port, that maybe there's moments where it's pulling a little bit more juice, and it's like the amperage. Who the fuck knows? There's something, because that light can fucking snap it at any point. Because it's probably, you know, this is rated for, what they say on it. It says 5 volt 1 amp. And that light, I don't know, but PJ was thinking it's probably like 2 amps. Now, I've done the exact same thing on the CDJ-3000s, and I've never had an issue powering something. There's times that I take my my American Audio dB meter, it's USB powered as well too, and I plug that straight into the CDJ-3000 to power it, and it's fine. So that's what's strange. So I can plug this light into a CDJ 3000 and not crash it, but yet in this one it does. So there still might be something a little bit off. I don't know. And when you have an AZ, if you got some kind of USB-C light, some kind of USB power thing, you can always plug it in and test it. Like if it doesn't crash it, maybe you have a good one. All right, buddy. Thanks again for the Fabio for hooking me up with a couple of bucks there. Appreciate it. And you know what, friends? I'm going to do one more kind of cyber panhandle, as we like to call it. Put my hand up one more time to see if anyone else feels like being a friend, helping a guy out. Nope, there's my girlfriend, smooch smooch. So that's my key. If you want to donate, PayPal link is right there. Give it a hit. I'm going to turn the mic off. I'm going to turn the camera off. It's going to freeze my picture. You guys can say your good nights to each other and to me and whatever else. And we'll talk tomorrow. I'll let you know how this come back again. We'll see how the AZ is holding up and all that fun shit. That's the thing. I did plug the light into the right USB and it did fucking kill it. So what I haven't done is try plugging the light into the left USB, which I don't want to do. You know, I already know this is probably 2 amps, it's 1 amp. It's not really a fair shake because PJ doesn't think it should happen, but PJ's also not an engineer either, right? Just what he thinks and what's a fact, I don't know. Yeah, what's going on, DJ Farns? Exactly. Don't forget to hit that like before you roll out the door. Better yet, I'd rather you just hit the PayPal, to be honest. I like the money. Money can buy you happiness. Sort of. As I drink my $1 bottle of $1. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Hopefully it's not the same bat shit. We out.